Oh, thank you, Andrew. So again, what we'd like to show you in this example is how to find a supplier part and add it to your assembly. So what we've got here is I'm working in NX, and this is my medical device assembly, and it has a lot of supplier parts in it. But my task today is to go find a leveling foot that I need to put onto this bracket right there. So I need to go find that leveling foot. And of course, we always want to be in the context of the tool we're working in. So we want to be in NX when we do this. So again, right up here, we have a Part Solutions tab up here. So we can click on that tab. And now we get a nice set of Part Solutions icons that we can use. So we need to go, we want to insert a 3D part into our design. So we're going to pick that. And that takes us to the Part Solutions interface. And across the top, you'll see some search areas that we're searching for keywords, catalogs, parts and families, some other things we'll talk about later. And then we've got down here, we got part selection and we got a preview and things like that. So if you'll notice, I have catalogs listed here. And that's in this example, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go cruise catalogs to find a part. So you'll also notice that the catalogs are green, which means these are all inside these catalogs, there are company approved parts. And that's the key to it, is for the CAD user to be able to consume company approved parts or get them approved easily, which we will do, and consume them without going to a vendor's website or trying to search for everything. And I know as a CAD admin of 20 years, I saw thousands of duplicate parts, dowel pins. I couldn't believe it. One company I worked at, and I worked at high tech, I worked at electronics, I've worked in aerospace, and even manufacturing. I could retire on all the dowel pins that were created because people either couldn't find them, didn't want to find them, or wanted to model them. Who wants to model a dowel pin? So this is really great because everything's right in front of me that I need. So I can find things very, very easily. And the reason everything is green is because I've got a filter up here that says, just show me preferred parts. So I need a leveling foot. So I'm going to go in this Gartner catalog, and you'll see that leveling elements are there. Well, that Gartner has a lot more in it. And just to show you that, if I come up and turn that filter off, these are all the other elements that this catalog has. But I've just got a couple that I've approved. So if I keep this filter on, it really takes the clutter out of what I'm looking for. But I can come in here and go to leveling elements, and I can expand that. And now if I come and hover over this, I get this really nice preview of the part. So is this the part I'm looking for? Is this the style of leveling foot I want to see? So it shows me that, and I can actually interact with that if I need to. And then I've got the dimensions here that I want to work with. So that's what I want to, that's the style of leveling foot I want. So I'm going to keep driving in this catalog. And also you'll see up here that I have a breadcrumb trail. So it's really handy. You can back up and forth on this breadcrumb trail if you need to. But I'm going to go ahead and open that. And it takes me into what's called the table view. And it's really handy because I can see a lot of things here. So if you look at this first row that's highlighted, this is really key. It already has an ERP number. This is already approved and bought part that's been purchased before. So it's in the system. And we're not wasting time and money creating another one that's so close to this, right? So we've got an ERP number. It's like I got a Teamcenter number. It's already been put into Teamcenter. And then it's got all the key design parameters that I need to know about this. And I've got a little, on the right side, I've got a slider bar here. But all I'm seeing again is I'm just seeing the company preferred parts. So I'm not walking through a whole bunch of clutter. This is really nice because I can come over here to the product details, and if I click the product details, it launches a web page, takes me directly to the vendor's page. So that's really handy if you need to get more details. Also, we have this product sheet that will give you some more information about the item. So key details there, okay? And you're going to slide this across so we can get a lot of different information for this part. So that's what's called the table view. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and look at the vertical view because it just gives me a little bit more depth on it. And I can hold my middle mouse button and window in on this view to bring it up closer to me. And what you'll see here is you'll see little pencils, and that means there's parameters there that you can change and it will update the model for you. So you notice on this one we have part number. In the part number section over here, we have 3 different part numbers that are already preferred. But if I click that value, it's going to give me the lengths that that's available for. And if I double click it, now it's going to change this and show me that item with that value. And it also changes it to the part number over here. So all the information on the left side updates when I select something. So I'm going to select back on this guy to the 34. And that's the item I want. See, I've got a lot of great information down this panel that I can see. So this is what I need, and so I'm just very simply going to come up here and go transfer this to CAD. So let's hit that transfer to CAD button, and I'm back in my NX session, and it's bringing that part in for me. So it's loading that part up for me, and it gives me some methods over here if I want to change my method. But also it takes me right into my add component menu inside of NX. So I want to check something, so I make sure I have my preview on. Let's turn that on. So here he is out here in space sitting. But I'm in my place, add component menu. I'm going by constraints, so I got my preview window. I can go that center line to that center line. Let's see where he ended up. He's probably sitting up right there, so we need to flip him. And then we'll just come and grab him, and we'll slide him down, and he's right there where he needs to be. Of course, I could keep going on and putting dimensions of what I think I need, so I can just go ahead and say OK to that. So I very quickly and easily found a company-approved foot and got it into my assembly. Okay. And another key thing is if you look at your Assembly Navigator, we've got some great information here. We can actually add columns here that like suppliers, so we know that that's exposed to us. So there's again so much rich information that comes between the two systems and is shared. So that is our first example of how to very quickly and easily bring in a supplier part or vendor part that your company has approved first, which is a great asset, right? Approved parts and things like that you can get into your assemblies very quickly into NX.